3, 2,
Let's go, Nemo.
1.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was so scary.
You did it.
Okay, thank you. It was fun for like a brief second.
Right.
It was really brief second.
And you got the dragon's breath.
Okay, thank you so much.
What do you get when you jingle Santa's balls?
Jingle balls, obviously.
A white Christmas.
I don't get it.
Okay.
Are you implying that Santa's balls are white?
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
What if he tans nude at the beach? How do you know? Maybe he's black from the waist down. How do you know what color Santa's balls are?
Oh my god. Okay, don't worry about it. Let's go play our London only
That's why
match.
you should never tell me a dirty joke. I don't like, it's 2023. We should imply what color Santa's balls are.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
that's what we were, yeah.
Is that not the joke? I'm
might get that
21
one.
years old. I want to get the joke. Can you tell me the joke, please?
What's a chess player's favorite TV show?
What?
Pawn Stars. I didn't write these, okay?
Oh god. Oh god.
How do you make a chessboard laugh? Check.
How?
Tell it a nightmare joke. Why did the chess player go to jail? It's really bad. It's really, really bad, okay?
Yeah, that's why I gave up on guessing it.
Because they can't control their pawn addiction.
It does not even make sense. How did the chess player propose
To their partner.
on a castle?
No. They got down on one knee and said, "Will you be my mate?"
Uh-huh. I don't think it would work.
Yeah, you think chess players are getting girlfriends?
Okay. We can skip that one.
Yeah.
What I have in my hands here
Yes.
are just some little baby noodles.
Oh, they're so cute.
So these
Don't scare the snake.
are month-old reticulated peasants. Let's go ahead and bring them.
Yeah, look, I can hold it.
No. You just support their body.
second.
Support their bodies.
Yes.
You can show them to stream.
Hello.
We love snakies.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of feels like it's choking me.
Oh, she's not holding it.
Okay, this is. She's not
That's just her
trying
body
to.
weight on
That's just. She's just this heavy. Okay, great.
My baby
I feel like I'm getting choked.
Oh my god, Nemo, you are actually fearless.
All right, now I can go on to this side.
Can I tap out?
Oh my god.
No, it's okay.
Nemo,
I got it.
holy moly. Oh my god.
So lean forward.
Oh my god. This is insane.
Happy 420. Do you know what 420 is?
420?
Yeah.
No.
You don't know what 420 stands for?
No, I don't.
Oh my god, chat. He doesn't know what 420 stands for.
Wait, what does 420 stand for?
Yeah, it stands for April 20th. Of course. That's what it stands for. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
You have to update me.
Do you know what 69 stands for?
Yeah. I do.
Okay. 420 is when you
Oh, is
smoke
that-
weed. Yeah, and it's like 420.
Oh, I think I've actually heard about that. before.
Okay.
I didn't know it was 420.
Alright, you go.
I'm thinking if I move my queen here,
Oh, wait. Where?
like I'll move it to e10.
E10. Where's E10? Wait.
Nothing.
Wait, where is E10? I'm so confused.
Nothing. It's not on the board actually.
Wait, was that a nuts joke or something that I missed?
No. That'd be weird and out of pocket. Anyway,
Look at the chat and Nemo's Twitch channel, loving every minute. 10-6-6. She's gonna have to dodge a lot of bullets here. Pulte for now looking for a king, a 10, or a 7. Plenty of backdoor draws, including the 3-3. Needs a king, 10, 7, or 3, or this tournament is over. And this tournament is over. Nemo gets the job done. She's stunned, but she's the champion.
Thank you so much, Pulte. It was a pleasure to play against you. Thank you.
Nice
Thank
job.
you. Oh my god.
Spend it wisely.
I will. Okay, 5 push-ups. You guys ready? Ah! Oh my god, I'm slipping. Okay, I'm gonna do it against the doorway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, workout for the day done. Oh. Whew. Like, I truly don't understand. Like, where is this leg going? Okay, so I think it goes like this, right? And then you want to get into like this position. Like, I think that's what we're trying to. Ta-da! See? My little fist? It fits perfectly. Proof that I punched it. Like, my fists aren't very big. They fit perfectly into each of these holes. And that's why my hand is like beyond bruised. They're quite bad. Oh shit, I should play this. Fudge. Wait, I checkmated? Wow, I'm a genius! All planned! Oh, know who this is. Your girlfriend? For Tasha's girlfriend? Wait, actually, I was fully joking. I was entirely memeing. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. He's dating a chess player? Good for him, I guess. I don't know if that's a good for him in Polish culture. I don't know what chess players are like in Poland. If you have an ELO, I'm automatically not dating you, so tough luck, buddy. Only dating people who have no idea what the fuck chess is.
Alright, okay. I'm scared, guys. Just a little bit. 3, 2,
Let's go, Nemo.
1.
Oh my god!
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was so scary.
You did it, you did it.
Okay, thank you. It was calm for like a brief second. But it was really brief second.
And you got the dragon's breath.
Okay, thank you so much.
What do you get when you jingle Santa's balls?
Jingle balls, obviously.
A white Christmas.
I don't get it.
Okay.
Are you implying that Santa's balls are white?
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
What if he tans nude at the beach? How do you know? Maybe he's black from the waist down. How do you know what color Santa's balls are?
Oh my god. Okay, don't worry about it. Let's go play our London only
Why
match.
you should never tell me a dirty joke. I don't like, you know, it's 2023. We should imply what color Santa's balls are.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
that's what we were, yeah.
Is that not the joke? I'm
might get that
21
one.
years old. I want to get the joke. Can you tell me the joke, please?
What's a chess player's favorite TV show?
What?
Pawn Stars. I didn't write these, okay?
Oh god. Oh god.
How do you make a chessboard laugh?
Check.
How?
Tell it a nightmare joke. Why did the chess player go to jail? It's really bad. It's really, really bad, okay?
Yeah, that's why I gave up on guessing it.
Because they can't control their pawn addiction.
It does not even make sense. How did the chess player propose
To their partner.
on a castle?
No. They got down on one knee and said, "Will you be my mate?"
Uh-huh. I don't think it would work.
Yeah, you think chess players are getting girlfriends?
Okay. We can skip that one.
Yeah.
What I have in my hands here
Yes.
Are just some little baby noodles.
Oh, they're so cute.
So these
Don't scare the snakes.
these are
Alright, hello everyone. Hope you guys are all doing well this lovely afternoon. Hi chat. It has been actually a really busy day for me, but I do hope you guys are all doing well. As you can tell, I have absolutely not had time to clean up any of my background, so it is still an absolute mess. I have not had time to do any of my unpacking. I literally had like a photo shoot today, and then I actually ended up going to afternoon tea, which was really fun. But I hope you guys are all having an awesome day. Happy Saturday, I guess. Today's a Saturday. Today is going to be a really great day because we are doing Flex Friday. But in honor of Ding making a really massive mistake, unfortunately, in the World Chess Championships, we're actually going to celebrate by doubling the prizes for fails, which means you get $50 for your worst game of chess, and then $25 for the best game. We're actually reversing the prizes this week because I feel like we gotta make Ding feel a little bit better, you know? Like the fact that Ding was able to make such a big blunder and then, you know, lose his World Chess Champion title and he still felt okay about it. I feel like we should be trying to celebrate that as well. So yeah, thank you Ding for this prize. I appreciate it. Thank you. But it will be really cool. He was truly defending. I mean, he honestly had some pretty good opportunities. Yeah, moral of the story, seriously though, just go next. Seriously, that is kind of the moral of the story. I mean, if Ding was able to handle it mentally, you too are able to handle your chess losses. I know that seems to not happen very often. A lot of people get like really annoyed. I mean, do you even need to ask my permission for AI fan art? I feel like at this point you're kind of, people just make fan art whenever. So yeah, go for it. I mean, I don't really care. But anyways, when it comes to Ding, I definitely feel like he could have maybe not blundered as badly, but it's really okay. It's really fine. And yeah, absolutely, Gukesh showed excellent sportsmanship throughout the entire event and beforehand, and likely will after. I don't think the kid has, like, well, like the nicest way possible. I don't think Gukesh has much thought. Bro is honestly so on the chess all the time. It's hard for me to imagine him even having like a negative thought, if that makes sense. He really is the classiest dude. And it's really not just because, like, yeah, sure, part of it is obviously he's had a really good upbringing and all that, but he genuinely just feels like he has no attitude. He is very zen. He doesn't feel, you know, he is perfecting his craft, and that is what matters for him. And honestly, I respect that so much. He looks like the kind of guy that would be able to meditate. I seriously just don't think Gukesh really is much bothered by anything in life, which is so healthy and so good, and it's so hard to do. But yeah, mad props to them both, obviously. Yo, bro had a mental health coach. Yeah, Patty Upton or something. Honestly, I've been talking about how important mental health is in life and in chess for so long. So he added the extra sir. Yeah, I can imagine how Vishy is a very big, yeah, but I mean, who knows how they're actually doing on the inside. But as far as the outside goes, I do feel like we are seeing their absolute best. Also, I think it's very hard to fake it sometimes. Like, I know chess is not on the same level of tennis or anything, but when tennis players feel anger, you can really see it. I genuinely just feel like, and like, even when it comes to some other chess players, right? Like when Magnus gets annoyed, he really lets it show. When Hikaru gets annoyed, he really tells you. So I think for both of them, like, how they feel is actually how they feel. And I genuinely am like, yeah. Once again, what do I know about it? I'm not them, so exactly. Roger Federer, I funnily enough looked at a picture of him the other day and for some reason thought he looked a little like Joaquin Phoenix, and I was like, is that Joaquin Phoenix playing tennis? And no, it was Roger Federer. Anyway, sorry. Random tangent. I could see it. Yeah. Well, obviously, they're both very classy. Well, I guess calling them older is also a little bit mean, but they're like kind of in their 40s now, I believe. Maybe. So yeah. Was Gugesh playing a Roger Federer shirt? Actually don't know about that. Joaquin Phoenix? As far as I know. T? Is there something I don't know? Hey Davidovich, thank you so much for the tier 1. Welcome back to your 22nd month. Thank you. Thank you. Maybe a bit better forehand swing than Joaquin Phoenix? Yeah. No, I think Joaquin Phoenix is a relatively chill guy. I mean, he's obviously not as chill as some other celebrities that basically just never show up. And, like, there are some celebrities that just do their movie once a year and then vanish off the face of the planet, and yeah. I respect it. I saw Keanu Reeves in, oh my gosh, what is it? This random Ancient Apocalypse. Keanu Reeves was in Ancient Apocalypse, and they probably paid him like $2 for that appearance. Keanu Reeves probably just wanted to show up and talk to the guy about all these ancient civilizations and myths and whatnot. So anyways, a massive respect to Keanu Reeves. He's, I really think it takes a special kind of mental fortitude to stay out of the public eye when you get to that level of fame. So, he has his own interests, and he definitely, like, only shows up for his own interests. He's not too worried about the other stuff. He just doesn't bother that much, I think. But who knows? Once again, I don't really know. This is all very hypothetical. He is. He seems really interested in that stuff. Like, he just seems to use his fame and is like, oh, you know what I really want to, like, do today? I really want to show up in the Andes and talk about, you know, this ancient civilization that might have gone extinct 3,000 years ago. This seems like a good day to me. He just seems to do that. So, yeah, he does what he wants when he wants, and he has the ability to, and he seems to be quite mindful and doesn't hurt anyone, and it seems to be good to me, honestly. I'm not that bothered. But actually, there are some things. I wouldn't say I'm beefing with Hikaru. I don't think anyone's ever beefing with Hikaru. I think Hikaru chooses to make comments every now and then. Beefing would imply that we actually care, but I don't think... I think we both have things in life that are more important. No offense. I would not, yeah. Anyways, I'm a little too busy to care. He just likes to complain, which is understandable. I too like to complain. I thought about it, and then I was like, it's probably not worth it. But these comments, I actually had these comments show up the other day. Actually, as you can tell, one day ago. I think I screenshotted these earlier in the hour. But I'm pulling these up because I was going to record a segment on this. And then instead of recording a segment on it, I realized I can just get my editor to clip this and then edit a segment on this, which saves me effort and makes more work for him. So thank you very much, Boy Shack, for doing this. I appreciate it. Well, I would not say I laughed at this comment. I would definitely say that I am more confused about this comment. Is there something that I don't know about Indian culture that I should know? Like, why would she... I don't understand. Superstition? People are really jealous of success of Indians. I just don't really get it. Like, if I wanted to offend Gukesh, I would have offended Gukesh. Trust me, I don't care that much. It's really not a big deal to me. But I wasn't trying to offend Gukesh, or anybody Indian for that matter. I was just genuinely fucking curious what his superstitions are, or rituals. Like, for example, I don't eat egg before chess tournaments or poker tournaments because in Chinese culture, an egg is a ningjidan. And a ningjidan means a 0. So, for example, like, I didn't even eat eggs before exams because I was worried about getting a 0. It's literally like the most random superstition ever. I don't know. Some people, some poker players, like always have to carry a lucky, like their little lucky token thing that they put on their cards, like a card topper thing. Some chess players always wear like the same t-shirt if they won the previous round, or if they won the previous round they would always carry the same pen. I just didn't realize how like everybody has something, every culture has something. Like 8s are lucky for me because I'm Chinese, obviously. Like and I'm just like, all these foreigners are so jealous of our victor. I'm like, well, sorry, you think that me asking if he's superstitious is offending him? And I'm like, no, but seriously, if you're Chinese, you are not allowed to eat eggs before your tournament, okay? Let me tell you, my mom drilled this in so clearly. Like, I would only eat things that look like the number 1. I can't have a 0 in my hotel room. I'm not even joking. I was so superstitious about this as a kid. I would only ever eat like non-zero shaped things. Like I wouldn't eat pancakes sometimes, depending on how superstitious I was feeling. Like if my waffle was round, I would not eat it. If I I used to pray during chess. I'm so freaking superstitious. I would eat bananas because bananas are sort of straight. I would eat like sausages because sausages are sort of straight. I would eat bacon. Yes, I would eat bacon. Things that were square, like loaves of bread, were fine. Sometimes I would stay away from like salami because salami is kind of circle. I was super freaking superstitious. I'm still yes, no donuts. Would never eat a donut on the day of a tournament. Absolutely. But like, I had all these superstitions back when I was playing. No, my mom only told me to not eat egg. That was the only thing. Like, the only thing my mom ever told me to not eat were eggs. And then I just kind of took that to like a different level. I was like, okay, so I can eat these and I'm not gonna eat these. I'm just superstitious sometimes. But yeah, so anyways, I was like, why are people fucking offended? I'm genuinely curious. Is there something that I'm just not understanding? I feel like I'm missing something. Like, why am I offending Indians if I ask someone like, hey, what are your superstitions? It's kind of wild. Anyways, I thought it was an incredibly normal question too, but obviously at least 3,000 people disagreed with me. So anyways, I thought this was really funny because like if I wanted to offend him, I would have. Trust me. I have a lot of ways I could. No, I'm joking. I mean, yeah. The answer is fries. It's always fries. It's true. It is true. Well, I don't know if I'm always nice to the Indians. I feel like I just would say things as they are, you know? Like, I just think that it was a pretty random thing to be offended about. I feel like there's probably I've probably said things that are more controversial than, hey, do you have any superstitions? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's equal opportunity roasting. I don't differentiate. Some associate them with less education. Yeah, that would be. I really genuinely have no idea. Not something I ever saw. Like, not ever something I put into my thought. Not ever something I thought about. I think you can be superstitious at all education levels and in all walks of life. I don't think that's like a, yeah. No, the guy named French Fries is awesome. French Fries is the most positive thing, yeah. Oh no, Kevin. Alright, noted. Just can't say anything bad about India. It's fair. Speaking of India, my friend actually sent me a whole bunch of new dosa recommendations because I brought up the fact that Gukesh is Tamil. And I was like, oh, in Tamil they eat dosas, right? Like, not saying that Gukesh specifically. Maybe Gukesh hates dosas or idli. I have no fucking idea what he eats. I wish I could have actually had time to ask that question. That's actually probably the question I would have asked on the last day. Like, if I was there at the press conference, if I didn't fly back literally that day, I would have asked, oh, now that you won the World Chess Championships, what's the first food that you're going to have when you get back? So, anyways, that's probably what I would have asked. I'd be really, really curious to know what he eats. Or, like, what he eats as comfort food. I'm just always curious about what people do. Like, maybe his comfort food is pasta. Who knows? Maybe it's, like, reindeer. No, I'm joking. It's probably not going to be reindeer. Like, what's your go-to meal? He said he was very vague about it. Oh. He'd be kicked out of country. Yeah, if he answered not. Anyways, I thought it was really interesting. So, yeah. The organizers gave no shits about what I asked. None. Zero. I hate the fact that I'm one of the best female chess players, so therefore, oh, you gotta ask chess-related questions. Like, I didn't fucking ask to be one of the best female chess players. My mom did. My mom didn't even care if I was one of the best female chess players. She just wanted me to get into school. Like, every single time that becomes an argument, I'm just there like, literally, I didn't ask for it. My mom didn't ask for it. My dad didn't ask for it. I'm just here trying to have a good time, bro. Something quick so I can go back to the chess. Yeah. No, every single time it was just like, no, every single time someone brings it up, or like whenever Hikaru brings it up, I just can't be mad at him, which is why like I decided that I'm not going to even, I know, no, but it's literally like, oh wait, you're a chess player? Fun denied. And I'm just there like, oh, sometimes I'm so jealous of Andrea that she gets away with like being, I don't know, more playful around it, I guess. It seems like with my pedigree, I have to be super serious, can't laugh, straight face. So, on move 47, they played bishop to h7, and after this, like, bro, I don't fucking care, man. I just want to know what you're eating after your game. I do. I take myself super not seriously. I don't take myself seriously at all, which is why I asked them, hey, if you had to go to one of these 3 places with your opponent, which one would you go to? I'm not taking it seriously at all. Like, I'm not. I did not sign up for this. Seriously. Yeah. I don't know. I guess it's always grass is greener on the other side. I don't know if Andrea gets annoyed that much that nobody takes her seriously. I think it's worked out great for her. But, yeah. No, like, if I asked, it had to be Andrea asking Magnus, how does the horsey move? Because if it was even Alex asking Magnus how the horsey moves, oh, people would have gotten so mad. It had to be Andrea. Andrea's the only person that could have done it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna ask that question if it was like a 7-move loss, like a 7-hour loss. I was asking because I'm fucking bored. No offense. Not all the games were that interesting. I'm sorry. More people need to be able to hear that. Not every game of classical chess is very interesting. Sometimes I don't want to ask any questions about the game because there is nothing happening in the game. Yeah, the chess community would have super canceled Alex if she was the one that asked the question. It had to be Andrea. It works. It works for Andrea. I love it. Like, it's good. We need people like that in chess. Absolutely. Otherwise, it's so stuffy and... Anyways. I was just genuinely curious. If I had to go to if I had to go to one of the places with any of the players, I'd probably pick Water Park. Water Park was great. I went to the Water Park with David Howell. It was awesome. Yeah, and it worked too, Paul. It worked. You should have asked, do you think all these uneventful draws damage interest in the game? Oh, now that the match is over, I'm going to reveal what I was going to ask if it was a really boring draw. On one of the days, unfortunately, the last day that I was there, it was not a boring draw, so I felt bad about asking this question, but I was going to ask, this is the question that I was going to ask, I was saving up. I was going to ask Ding if you could challenge Gukesh for the world champion title in any other game, what game would it be? Because the previous day, I found out that he played poker. And then the day before that, I found out that he loves playing football, like soccer. And I was like, it was basically going to be a question about what he thinks that he's significantly better than Gukesh at. But I got approval from the Chinese team to ask it, actually. And I literally asked, like, one of their team captains, and they were like, oh yeah, that seems like a great question. So, anyways, I ended up not being able to ask that question because, first of all, there wasn't an opportunistic time to ask it. And then also, I left. His best answer should have been a test on space. Well, I was going to narrow it down to games. Like, games or sports. That was going to be my one question. This was the one question I did not get to ask. But I thought it would be a really fun question. Unfortunately, Ding, like, didn't do particularly well. And then now we'll never know. I know. It's so sad. No, I don't need approval for questions. I just ask all my friends around me, like, hey, do you think this question is good? Do you think this question is fun? And they're like, oh, yeah. I think it's great. Or maybe let's try to antagonize Hikaru a little less. And then the next day they were like, nah. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. That's funny. Go for it. And I was like, yes. But I was just asking people around that were like, do you think this would be funny? And they were like, or they would be like, yeah, that's great. I had free reign to ask whatever I wanted, but because I was there, like, on behalf of the Singaporean Chess Federation, I didn't want to antagonize people too much and be like, I more didn't want to bring them any, like, awkwardness that they had to deal with. I didn't really care for myself. It was entirely for them. Like, it would just be like, so are you guys okay with this? And they would be like, yeah, we're fine with this. Seems fun. Seems good. But anyways, I was just being mindful. Because like I said, I was not there on my own dime. If I was there on my own dime, oh, you guys would have gotten very different questions. But because I was not there on my own dime. So funnily enough, the aquarium question wasn't even sponsored. But I am sponsored by the Singaporean Tourism Board. That was just a question that I was genuinely curious about. That was something I wanted to ask them specifically. So what I actually wanted to ask was, hey, it's going to be a free day in Singapore. Singapore is pretty fun. What the fuck are you going to do outside of playing chess? And then I realized if I asked anything like that, they would just be like, playing chess. So I was like, all right, how do I phrase this question in a way that I am for sure going to get an answer? Because I just know if I had asked them, look, Singapore is really fun. What are you going to do? They're going to just be like, yeah, they always are just going to say sleep, eat, and then chess. And I would just been there like, bro. So I wanted to make a question that forced them. Okay, so originally that question was actually going to be, if I held a gun to your head and told you that you had to go to one of these places with your opponent, which one of these would you go to? And then I realized that if I started throwing finger guns in the press conference room, I was probably going to get in way more trouble than just being criticized for asking. Like, I wanted to force them to answer the goddamn question. And I should have. I really, 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 really should have. Because they still didn't answer the goddamn question. They were still like, yeah, none. And it was like I just wanted them to give me something. There was nothing to give. And I was there like, bro. Yeah, it still wasn't enough with Gukesh. I don't know. I could have said like, oh, if I was, answered the fucking question. Exactly. Well, I mean, I'm gonna be criticized anyways. It's just about not bothering me, which it doesn't bother me at all. I think it was a funny question. Nemo tries to assassinate chess grandmaster. Yeah, dude, I'm really trying to squeeze water out of stones in some of these questions. I was just like, deep breaths. It should have been like if the president of your country demanded, where would you have fun in Singapore? Exactly. So. Yeah, YouTube video, getting kicked out of the World Chess Championships. No, Ding's response was pretty funny. He said it very like humorously in Mandarin, like. So somehow Ding saying he showers got like 1 million views. Yeah, it was also pretty funny. No fun, only chess, but that's what I'm trying to change. Because they have some personality. I'm not saying that they have a ton that they're showing off, but Ding is actually really funny. Like, he's also extreme. I've talked about this yesterday, but Ding's a very funny person. Well, maybe funny is the wrong word, but he's a very poetic person in Mandarin. He gives a lot of information in Chinese. The way that he's thinking about things is very interesting in Chinese. He just maybe doesn't like know how to express it as well in English, but he's very unintentionally funny even in English, so you can kind of feel how it is in Chinese. But yeah, he has a very dry sense of humor, but it's a very good sense of humor. So anyways, he's awesome. Ding is awesome. Yeah. I wouldn't even necessarily say it's a language barrier. It's just more of a familiarity thing. I wanted to ask the question to him in Mandarin so that like he would be able to understand it more, because otherwise it would be a little tough. He's actually so funny. He's so nice. Like a comfort thing for him. Hey Christo, thank you so much for the tier 3. Welcome back to your 3rd month. Thank you. Welcome back. Thank you. Tier 3 is insane. But that's why he answered my question in that's why he literally answered the question in Chinese, because I asked him it in Chinese. Because once again, I think that's the type of question that he would understand a bit better in Chinese. He played around 30 Buckhouse games after the match. I love that. No, I genuinely love that so much. Oh my gosh. The other thing that... So, as you guys know, I spent like a week, 2 weeks now in Singapore. I got asked all the time if I'm Singaporean. People ask me all the time if I'm Singaporean. I am not Singaporean. I am fully Chinese, and I know it might feel like I am Singaporean because my Mandarin is not perfect. Like, 我会说普通话，但我知道我自己的口音有一点这个不是在中国长大的这种。但 I do speak Mandarin. I know I have an accent. I sound slightly like whatever when I speak English, and also slightly whatever when I speak Chinese. And like, I guess it also kind of makes sense because I grew up also in Finland. Singapore is kind of this perfect mix of like cultures when it comes to Chinese and like English speakers. So like, yes, it's a lot. It's honestly a lot. Like, I also speak Finnish. I grew up in France. I grew up in Finland. I grew up in Canada. It's kind of hard for me to have a perfected Chinese, you know, when I didn't even grow up in China. Same for my English. Speak Finnish? Mitä kuuluu? Täällä ei on... ehkä täällä on jota suomalaiset, mutta terve kaikki suomalaiset. Oletko täällä yhtään? I don't even know if there's like any Finnish people here. Moi moi, aika hyvä. Okei, terve. Oletko te hyvä tänään? Mitä kuuluu torille? But yeah, I literally speak like Mandarin as my... I don't even know. I guess it's my mother tongue. So... yeah. And also, on top of that, the second language I spoke was French. Like, oui, je parle un petit peu de français aussi. Et j'ai étudié dans mon école en Canada. Et j'ai habité en France pour 1 an. Quand j'étais 4 ans. So like literally not even my like English is not even my third language. Well, it is my third language, I guess. I kind of learned Mandarin, Finnish, French, and English all at the same time. So it's like Quebec French, I guess. But yeah, I also did not grow up in France. Like every single time everyone's like, "Oh, but the accent is clearly not X." And I'm like, "Yeah, no fucking shit. I didn't grow up there." Like, I didn't grow up in China. I didn't grow up in Canada when I learned my English. I learned English when I was in Finland. I didn't even get to like learn Finnish properly because then I moved out of Finland when I was like 10 years old. I didn't get to learn Chinese basically ever in China. I lived in China for 3 years. 3. Grew up from I was in China from 0 to 3. Okay? I'm not even really sure like what am I supposed to learn during that period as a 3-year-old. For like is my Mandarin supposed to be just perfect? No, but I genuinely, people point this out to me all the time to me, like, "Oh, your English isn't perfect," or, "Oh, your Mandarin could use a little work." And I'm like, yeah, no fucking shit. Like, when was I supposed to get extremely good at Chinese? Like, oh, and then I go to France, obviously, and then I try to speak French in Paris, and they're just there like, "So, yes, what would you like to order?" And I'm like, ugh. I'm just there like, well, fuck me for trying, I guess. Yeah. Anyways, and like the nice part is that when I tell people I speak Finnish, for the most part, if I tell them like, if they ask me to speak Finnish and I can say whatever. I can say like, sinun äiti on iso, which nobody Finnish here needs to tell them what I said. They'll just be like, "Oh my god, that sounds so cool. What are you? That sounds like elfish." And I'm just there like, yeah, I could literally make up whatever I want in Finnish because I feel like most people are just not going to understand my Finnish, which is, yep, I'm an elf. Anyways. In Paris, I say less when I know say le. Yeah. Finnish people. Zip it. Perkele. Yeah, it's perkele and like torile. So, anyways, yeah. I'm Singaporean in my heart, but it kind of makes sense. No, I was saying all this because it kind of makes sense that people might ask if I'm Singaporean because when you hear me speak, I'm not really speaking any of the languages with like this perfection, with this confidence that makes me feel like I am, authentically Chinese or anywhere else. So it kind of makes sense in a way. Because I feel like in Singapore, a lot of people are in the same boat as me, where they sort of speak Mandarin and they also sort of speak English. Not in a way that they like aren't able to understand it, but just like if you've ever heard Singlish, I don't really understand Singlish that well, I'm sorry. But yeah, people genuinely like think I'm Singaporean sometimes. And it's not like I'm offended about it or anything. I just think it's really funny because I kind of get it. I kind of get like why you would think that I am Singaporean. Yeah. It would be really cool to be Singaporean. I'm not going to say no to a Singaporean passport. Are you kidding me? It'd be such a privilege to be Singaporean, but unfortunately I'm just not. Singlish, I don't really know at all how to explain Singlish. Singlish basically is English with a Hong Kong accent, so they add a lot of like la at the end of their words. So it's like they add a lot of ah sounds to the end of their words. I can't speak it at all. I can't do accents. But for example, if you said come here la, like you always add this like la sound. or like not like that la. Yeah. It's basically, it's Singaporean English is really interesting. Anyways, I'm not gonna try to offend any Singaporeans, but it was really hard to understand some people. And I felt really bad. Like, oh my gosh, this one guy, when I was walking around that one time, like, I could not understand what he said. Like, when people try to talk to me on the streets, I'm not even trying to be rude. I just don't understand them. Like, I have no fucking idea what they're saying. And they also add a bunch of slang from different languages. Yeah, like Hokkien, Malay, Tamil, like Mandarin, Indonesia. I'm just there like, I don't even know what these words are. So, anyways, yeah, my French pronunciation is definitely also not perfect. It was actually okay when I was in high school, but obviously I have not had time to practice my French. Also, like how I have not had time to practice my Finnish. So now everything's at like an 80. It's everything, like my Finnish is probably at like a 70%. I can read Finnish a lot better than I can speak Finnish, actually. I'm able to basically completely read Finnish books. But my vocabulary is kind of dead. Aw, thank you so much. No, but you can definitely tell that I'm not French. Which, once again, if you looked at me, why would you think that I'm French? You know, like, I'm not exactly the most French-looking person out there. So for somebody who I think did not really get to grow up in France, unfortunately, after learning the language for a year, I'm pretty happy about my French level. I also do not have a chance to really practice it, and unfortunately, so, yeah. Oh, it's actually so helpful. It's so helpful, for sure. Especially in Burgundy. So, in a lot of the more, what's it called? Like more rural areas of France, being able to speak any French is so insanely helpful. Because there are still some areas of France where English is not that good. And in those areas, it's really, really helpful to speak French. And also, it's extremely, extremely helpful to be able to speak Mandarin in Singapore. It's not necessary to speak Mandarin in Singapore. You'll get, like, it'll be totally fine if you speak English. But I do think that a lot of the places that are, like, a little bit more, well, historic is maybe the wrong word. There are definitely some instances where shopkeepers and stuff mostly speak a lot better Chinese, and when they speak English, it's a bit of a Singlish. So then you struggle a little bit with understanding them. So I personally really enjoyed Singapore. I think Singapore's great. French, Polish, Singaporean, yeah. But I had a lot of players. I mean, I had a lot of people ask me if I am Singaporean. I am not Singaporean. Just wanted to clarify that. Absolutely not Singaporean. Absolutely not. So, yeah, everybody in Singapore, I think, speaks English to some degree. It's just a matter of familiarity. Which, actually, this shirt... Well, a lot of Singaporeans are of Chinese descent, and I am of Chinese descent. I know, surprising that I'm not Finnish. I know. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Considering the fact that I identify... Oh my god, I have this oh my god, this comes up all the time. Okay. This comes up all the freaking time. People are always like, oh, you know, obviously you're some type of Asian. And I'm like, yeah, no freaking shit. My personality, I feel like, stems from Finland. I've always told people this. When people ask me, oh, where are you from? I'm just there awkwardly like, do you want me to, like, comment on my ethnicity? Or do you want me to tell you where I, like, mostly grew up and therefore carry my personality from? Because, yeah, how much time do we have? Do you want the full story? So, yeah, like, what do you want to know? Because My lore goes back so far. A full story with all the details. So whenever people ask me where you're from, I'm like, I'm Chinese, hyphenated, depending on my moods, Chinese Canadian, or, oh, I live in Canada, or, yeah, I'm Chinese. It just really depends on who I'm talking to, if I want a faster conversation, if I want less questions to be asked. If I feel like it's going to be an awkward conversation, I just hit them with the, oh, I'm Chinese, and then walk away. If somebody actually looks interesting and I kind of want to chat with them more, I'm like, yeah, I'm Chinese, but I grew up in Finland. Or when curious kids ask me, I'm always like, I'm Chinese, I currently live in Canada, but I used to live in Finland. So they kind of understand that it's okay to be from a bunch of different places. Because I think as a kid, when I was growing up, everybody always tried to put me into this box. They were always like, when I was a kid, talking to other kids, I was always like, oh, I'm Finnish. Or like, I'm Chinese Finnish. I would be so excited about it. And then everybody would be like, no, you're not. You're Chinese. I would be so sad. I was like, but I only lived in China for the 3 years of my life that I don't remember. And everybody would be like, yeah, but you look Chinese. So I think when people ask me the question these days, especially if they're a kid, I try to give them this feeling like, hey, you can be from wherever you want. Because at the end of the day, we're all human and you can't really fit your entire personality into like a little box. Like if you're from India, but you grew up in Hong Kong and then you moved over to the US, then it's like, okay, but you're not really, are you like, sure, if you want to say you're from India, no problem, right? But like, it's totally fine if you say you're Indian, Hong Kong, American, or something like that. And I never thought that it wasn't cool to be Chinese, but people always would assume that because I'm Chinese, I've got all these tendencies that are perhaps a little bit more reflective of being Chinese. And I am extremely Finnish. People don't realize this. Like, I am only extroverted on the internet because it's easy to be extroverted on the internet. In person, I'm just like, please don't talk to me. Like, give me my space. If there is a seat on the bus, but it's next to someone, I will stand before I will sit until it's too crowded, and then I will sit, if that makes sense. I need at least one chair in between me and the next person at the airport. I'm never gonna sit next to someone at the airport. I would rather stand. No fucking thank you. SS Tag, thank you so much for the 36 months. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I know, right? No, but if you're a Finnish person, you would absolutely understand this. If you're a Finnish person, you get me. If somebody tries to come up to me and talk or like try to start a conversation, there better be a good reason for this conversation. It's not even like I really get annoyed if someone tries to talk to me. It's just the effort of speaking to someone in person. Like the activation energy for that is so goddamn high. It's so goddamn high. Yes, exactly. No, but seriously, like, if you try to talk to me, it's not like the world's biggest deal. Like, I'm not gonna get super offended about that. Also, Mickey D, I'm so sorry I missed the 5,000 bits. Seriously. Thank you so much. Oh my god, that's insane. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry I missed that earlier. But I seriously appreciate it. Thank you. 5,000 bits is so insane, yeah. No, I'm glad that I'm not the only person that feels this way, because I understand that as a Twitch streamer, somebody commented this earlier, like, oh, all these Twitch girls are so willing to chat, but then the moment they're in person, they're like super shy, and like, yeah, no fucking shit. I picked streaming as a career because I don't want to be talking in person. Yeah. 100%. I'm super introverted. I choose to stream IRL because it's fun and I want to show you guys. I'm not annoyed if somebody comes up to me and starts chatting with me. Is it going to be awkward because I don't really try to talk to people in person? Yes, absolutely. I'm not gonna be like super excited most of the time if somebody tries to talk to me in person. I'm just trying to mind my own business and like keep myself in my little zone. My major was literally math and econs, like kind of not surprising that I'm introverted. I'm Finnish. I'm so Finnish at heart. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. No, but like if you're my friend or something, that's super different, right? So, why does speaking in person require more energy than streaming? It's a really good question. I don't really know how to explain it. You need to stream to understand. You really, 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 really do. Like, you absolutely need to stream to understand how it's massively different. There's something that's so much more comforting. That's just me speaking to a camera and reading chat. Oh, I've talked about this a lot. It's probably because I don't like listening to audio. I hate phone calls. Like, I genuinely hate phone calls. I just don't think I enjoy human interactions that much. Like, I don't need my Uber driver trying to talk to me. I really don't, which is why I loved all the drivers in Singapore. They were so nice, so mindful. I am not a fan of FaceTime. Never need to FaceTime me. No fucking thank you. When I was at school doing those Zoom calls, the moment that I was able to have my camera off, same. I do not need my barber talking to me. I really, 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 really don't. I'm like so okay being in my own, like minding my own business. Most of the drivers even got me within a mile of my destination. Yeah, exactly. No, it's really, 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 really okay if nobody talks to me for the rest of my life. Seriously, I am ready for meta. I am ready to just be in an AI world, create my own avatar, have a helmet on, like, you know when you play poker and you can just ignore everybody's like pings and stuff. I am so okay with that. I am so cool with that. Like, I am fine just living in a VR universe. Like, I do not need to step foot outside if I don't need to. I'm really, really, really okay. Like, I'm really happy plugging in the Matrix permanently. So yeah, like, I like my own space. I'm ready for Sword Art Online. Absolutely. I think it's a really big thing between, like, my friends and I. We're just, like, really okay not texting each other for a little bit, and then we, like, text each other for a couple hours in a spree, like, one night, and then we go back to not texting each other for basically a whole month or something. Like, I think my friends and I kind of share that similar energy. Same vibes. When we're hanging out together, it's great. It's awesome. We go hard. We go ham. But, like, we don't feel the need to be on a phone every single day asking, like, hey, what's up? How are you? I don't know. I think I just really value genuine interactions and interactions when it matters way more than feeling like, right, exactly. Like, I think the quality of a conversation is quite important. The quality of the hangout is quite important. I don't think we really need to be online all the time talking to everybody all at once. I don't need to talk to, like, my random Uber driver who I'm never going to see again. I'm sure they're interesting enough. I'm sure they're doing their job, but it's just not necessary, bro. Like, I'm never going to see you again. Same for the shopkeeper. Like, forced politeness when you don't need to deliver it for me. Yeah, I agree. A quality hangout is way better than sitting in silence for an hour. I think it really, 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 really stems from that. I think I just value my time a lot. Like, I'm just gonna be friendly, say hi, but, like, we don't need to have this whole fake pretend interaction when nobody really wants to do it. I don't know. I feel like I'm so in the, like, this is how Finland's always been. Growing up in Finland, I've always been like this. Everybody around me has always been like this. Like, we would hang out on Sundays at church, and then that would basically be the hangout. And then sometimes you would go to their house on a different day, but there's no need to be like, hey, what are you up to today? Let's go do this. And then you're just there, and it's kind of awkward, and you're kind of done conversationing about it, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like with how connected the world is these days, we just don't really need it anymore. Like, we don't need this much interaction, which is kind of crazy. I know, because I'm a Twitch streamer, but let me tell you, Twitch streaming is so much easier for me than like going out there and talking to 1,000 people. Let me tell you. Like, way easier. I've talked about this a bunch. I don't think I could ever be a comedian. I don't think I can handle talking to it that, like, well, okay, presenting is a little different, but I don't think I could ever be a, what are those people that are kind of like, it's not an atmosphere model. Like, when you're at a party or something, and you're the type of person that makes sure that everybody is having a good time. If that makes sense. Those type of people, like, it's not really like promoters. Yeah, I would never really be a people pleaser. Hostess. I could never be like a host. I could never be a hostess. Ever. Like, if I had to handle 500 people a day and just be like, hi, I hope you're having a good time, I'll just be like, I don't fucking care if you're having a good time. I'm joking. I did it once, never again. Yeah, your name is Finn604. I wonder how that worked out for you. Right. I think that'll be really wild. And thank you so much, Hema, for the Prime. Welcome back to your 15th month. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, and thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate that. Can we please give a big shout out to Lonely Winter? Hello, welcome everyone. Thanks so much. It's okay, Mega Man. Honestly, it's really okay. Well, I wouldn't even say the difference between AI and humans even more blurred. I also don't necessarily think that all these like AI bots and stuff is a good idea. But I do think that with how far society has gone in terms of the need to please, like, everybody else is really not my preference as somebody who grew up in Finland. Sorry, all of this stemmed because I was trying to explain to people that, like, oh my god, I'm just gonna pull up this comment. I'm genuinely just gonna pull up this comment because I thought it was really funny. Wait. I'm just gonna say it word for word. Every streamer chick is so talkative online, but in person, please leave me alone vibe. Yes. And I literally responded, I chose to be a streamer so I don't only have to chat online. Literally. That's literally why I chose to be a streamer. Because I have no interest in the real, like, preferably, yes, chat with me online. If you meet me in person, it's fine to say hi and all, but, like, what do you want to say? No, but I don't know. I just think that being Finnish is, I mean, I don't even think it's really a roast. Is it a roast? If it's true, it's just true. Like, yeah, I agree with him. It's not even a comeback. It's just true. I didn't choose to be a streamer, so I would, like, be online. I mean, I chose to be a streamer, so I wouldn't have to talk to people in person. It's just true. It's literally just true. I don't think it's a sad reality. I think it's because people just don't. People think that you should be talking to everybody in the world 100% of the time. And that's not how life works. Back in the old days, you used to have a very close group of friends, and you would talk to those people, you wouldn't be interacting with all these people in the world. Yeah, I agree, Finn. I'm also extremely Finnish. I'm used to my own personal space. I've always grown up having my own personal space. People in Finland are not the type of people to come up to you and just strike up a conversation, basically ever. When I was a kid, I was always like, yeah, exactly. And in Finland, it's like a very polite nod. It's a very polite hi. They don't bother you in Finland. And it's basically just, I don't know. I'm so cool. I'm so chill with being Finnish. You don't have to be forced nice to me. You don't have to smile at me when I'm checking out in the supermarket. You don't even have to say anything to me when I'm checking out at the supermarket. Like, you really don't need to say hi to me if I get in the Uber. Like, I'll say hi, whatever, but, like, I don't know. Eye contact is for immediate family. You don't hug random people in Finland. You don't gotta, like, pretend to like someone in Finland. I don't know, man. Finland's so great. Every now and then, I just reminisce about Finland. No, but seriously. If I wanted to be a people person, I would have chose a job that made me a people person. Well, I tried moving back. I mean, I think it's, once again, everybody's personal preference. If you don't like it, then you don't need to like it. And that's why I'm a cat person. I'm also extremely anti-touch. Like, so many people are just way too in my personal space. And I'm like, don't know you well enough to hug you. I'm sorry. But it's so awkward. I don't know, man. I've always been like that. I think in Finland, it's always just been a lot more mindful. Or in Asia. Also in Asia. In Asia, you don't necessarily hug people. It's a lot of bowing. It's a lot of, like, this. It's a lot of, yeah, I don't know, man. It's so much better in Asia and in Finland, and I just feel like I can't with so much of it. So, yeah. I mean, it's just Western culture, I would say, maybe. I don't know if it's Western culture, though. I think it's also just being in America and stuff. The bowing or the touch? If you find the bowing and the touch normal, that's totally fine. I'm just making it really clear that, like, it's not fine for me. So when people try to take pictures or something, it's never like, I don't know. I think I've made it really, really, really clear to people at this point, where when people try to, like, take pictures or something like that, it's like, I'm a very no-touch person unless you're a girl, in which case I feel like it's a little different. I'm just like, I think I make it very clear with body language nowadays, because I've had some pretty bad experiences in the past. So these days I'm just like, nope. I've had some people ask me if it's okay to hug me, and I'm like, yes. Thank you for asking. Appreciate that. Or like when people ask, like, oh, are you a hug type? I'm like, oh yeah, sure. You know, I think that's really different. I think when people just try to, like, the French kiss thing, if I am in France and someone does that, then I go with it, you know? But yeah. It's not so much okay when they try to pull you in. When in Rome, do as Rome does. Which is why I think when you're in North America nowadays, it's so much more acceptable to ask people, like, hey, are you cool with it? Because we have people from all over. So yes. It really depends. Like, in France, only really close friends do it. Same in Spain. when like really only close friends do it. It just super duper depends. I think most people now don't really do that if you're just like a random stranger, which is also kind of nice. I'm not a huge fan of it. I just get confused on how many on each cheek. I'm just like, this is so, like, this is too much to think about. I love Asian culture bowing, or just in Finland. It's like, which is great. You kiss someone in the ear once? Yeah, I know. It's like a simple namaste is awesome. It gets so confusing sometimes in Europe, and I'm just like, I have no fucking idea how this is supposed to be done. The fist bump is also amazing. I like the fist bump. I like the... Well, I just know that if I ever did like a booth or something, pictures and stuff would be fine, obviously. Because then I'm like signing up for it, yeah, like I'm mentally prepared. I think it's very different if I'm mentally prepared. I think that's the biggest thing that people don't necessarily understand. So, it's that there's a time and place for everything. There is always a time and place for everything. The majority of people that are, like, you wouldn't do that to a stranger, right? You wouldn't just go up and hug someone on the street. You wouldn't just go up and try to take a picture with somebody random on the street and wrap your arm around their back or try to French kiss people randomly on the street. So why would you do that to somebody that doesn't know who you are, if that makes sense? Does that make sense? Like, I think it's... Right, like, never hug kids when their parents are not around. Like, there are just so many things that you would just never do if it wasn't someone... Like, just because you know someone doesn't mean that they know you. Yeah, it would be super weird. It would be so different if I actually knew who you were. It would be so insanely different. But I'm pointing this out. Right, exactly. And I get it. And I absolutely get it. But like, if you don't know someone, if they don't know who you are, if you know someone and they don't know who you are, it's like, it's not really a two-way street. No, the peace sign is the best. Peace sign is the easiest. Exactly, Kree. She's not real. I love that. I don't know if that's terrifying. I think it's just a fact of life. And I think that's just becoming normal. And I think it's really important to remember that, hey, yes, meeting people in real life is going to be fucking awkward if one person knows you from online and the other person has no idea who you are. Yes, it gets really awkward, and that's fucking okay. It's really okay for it to be awkward. I don't know, people are so not okay with awkward sometimes. And as a Finn at heart, you don't understand how at peace I am with that. Like, you don't get it. I am so okay if you like stumble and mutter or whatever. Like, I don't fucking care. Like, it's just not a big deal to me. If you feel embarrassed about it, seriously, it's just not a big deal to me at all. And I hope it's not a big deal to you as well. I get so much of the "I thought you were shorter" comments. I am fairly tall in real life. But Finland's really chill with that. Like, Finland is basically permanently in a state of awkwardness, if that makes sense. It's always like, oh, please don't sit next to me. Yes, they didn't sit next. No, I'm joking. No, but seriously, in Finland, you're like basically permanently in that state of, look, I know we're both here, but we don't need to talk. And Finland's great. Yeah. It's great. They maximize entropy in Finland, and people need to understand that. Yeah. It's awesome. No, Finland's really, 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 really good. No, I mean, if you like that type of environment, it's really healthy. I love it. It's awesome. It's really awesome. So yeah, you should try it. You should try Finland out sometime. Finland's great. Yeah, you'll probably hear it. Yes. Yeah, for sure, Finn. For sure. No, I mean, oh my god. I need to get like a group of... I need to go to Finland at some point and just stream Finland. And everyone is going to understand why I'm the way I am. Like, I... And her answer was, what? Yeah, if you're awkward as fuck, Finland is like a dream country. No, but it's so true. If you like try to say hi to someone in a sauna, they're just gonna be like, why the fuck are you talking to me? No, Finland is so funny. Finland is like... Yes, I need to visit Finland sometime and then show you guys like this is why I grew up the way I am. So yeah. No, I mean, it's like I said, everyone thinks that awkward is such a bad thing. I don't think awkward is a bad thing. I have nothing against awkward. Like if our interaction is awkward in real life, that makes sense. Yes. Why are you not expecting it? Why are you I don't know who you are. Why would it not be awkward? There's nothing wrong with awkward. There is nothing wrong with awkward. That's what I keep trying to tell people. Like, there's no one's afraid to be naked in saunas in Finland, in Scandinavian countries. It's not awkward. Why would going up to someone and having a slightly, like, not flowing conversation ever be... Like, it can be awkward, but that doesn't mean it's bad. People seem to always, like, tie in awkward with bad. And it's like... No, but it's so true. I just never really understood. Whenever YouTube, or like whenever chats are like, that was so awkward. Oh my god. I hope you were okay. And I'm like, yeah, bro, what do you think this guy was going to give me? Like, the worst thing he was going to do was give me a bottle of sugary water. Like, bro. Yeah. Exactly. Like, you're not gonna get a great connection feeling, obviously, because we don't fucking know each other. It's gonna be slightly awkward. I don't think that's a bad thing. People need to just understand that it's not necessarily a bad thing. I think that's really important. Like, yeah, it's gonna be a little awkward. We can laugh it off. Seems reasonable, yeah. So. And if you talk to a stranger for the first time ever, yeah, it's gonna be probably a little awkward. Like the first time you went on a date, oh wait, you guys are chatting, you know. I'm joking. No, but seriously. No, I mean, I really don't have a problem with it. Sometimes it's just funny. Ain't nothing wrong with that. What's a date? Exactly. It always helps to say, well, this was awkward. Yeah. I mean, I think awkwardness is totally fine. It's part of life, really. Awkwardness is fine. Awkwardness is just part of life, seriously. Who cares? Andrea and I get along really well. She's a lot more extroverted than I am. It helps. But, alright. Flex Friday. So today is actually mostly Fail Friday because we have double the prizes. We have $50 for the worst game and $25 for the best game. So, I am expecting all fails And this is obviously in celebration of Ding's not so great move, rook to f2, which cost him the entire tournament. Cost him the World Chess Championship title. What a shame. Yeah, definitely a bit of a shame, but it happens. And in celebration of that, and making him feel a little less bad, we are going to celebrate by offering you guys $50. Yeah, he did it for the $50. So we would offer the $50 to Ding, but unfortunately, I'm not able to get that money over to him. I left a little too early. So what we're gonna do instead is just, you know, watch our community games. Yeah. So these are our community fail submissions. This one is submitted by Connor McChicken, played us by Karma. Ah, yes, Karma it is. Can Boyshak call Ding to submit? Yeah, that would be great. That would be so funny. Ding definitely did not do it on purpose, guys. That would make no sense. There is absolutely no reason bro would throw on purpose. Unless he got paid off enough, which he also does not seem like the kind of guy. And also there's not enough money in chess to pay him off. So, anyways. Yes, this is like when Alirez's dad won the money. So it's gonna be Ding, but Ding is not here to collect the money. Wait, the president of the Russian Chess Federation accused him? Oh. I didn't know that. They actually did? That's how bad the blunder was? This is like when we accused Boyshak of throwing so hard. This is that same level. Bro actually blundered so badly that the Russian Federation is like, ain't no way he could play this bad. Honestly, relatable. But I do not think that Ding threw for the money or for the content or really anything. I think bro literally just blundered the world championship, and sometimes that happens. So he gets $50 for it, but he's not here to collect. So we'll see who gets it this time. But yeah, so Connor Leifong wins the bishop and the rook. This has been a really successful game for White so far. He did get a little bit more than $50. It's true. He has like what, 1 point something million? It's like 1.2 mil or something for coming second. But anyways, Connor McChicken is up a whole knight and a rook. Knight and a rook. Let's see what goes wrong. We could have literally gone anywhere else with the king, and we would still have been winning, and somehow we managed to get checkmated. Alright, well, that is a pin. Fair enough, fair enough. Unlucky. But this is why we're doing fails. Fails get $50. Okay, next up, this week's reverse prizes. That is correct. Oh, bro just copied the entire template. Alright, played as white. Played white against my friend who is much higher rated than me. I tried using the London, but I failed at first. Bro also failed to write the word London correctly, but that's okay. But then my pawn structure built up, and after he got distracted taking my rook, I checkmated him with my queen on the back rank. Sorry, what? I tried using the London, but I failed at first. Oh, bro's 400. I feel like he doesn't know what the London is. That's okay. No worries. Honestly, don't worry about it. He is 400, so it's like really fine. Whatever is happening here is fine. Well, he won apparently. If this is a flex... Wait, what? Is this a flex or a fail? This is a flex. Thank you so much, Ulan. Thank you so much for the tier 2. Welcome back to your 55th month. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Well, we don't have any flexes so far, so I assume we have to pin this as a flex. I guess, yeah. I have to. Okay, next up, we got Eric. I played as Black, an impressively ugly double fail for missing an easy mating combo on move 17, then a super spaz mouse slip on move 24, and then the final ignominious manner in which I was mating was the icing on the cake. Can you win Flex Friday running on post? I don't know what that means. Oh, Flex? Yes, you can. If he is the only person that submitted a Flex this entire week, then yes, he can win the title for Flex. Absolutely. I mean, we can just take the rook, but, like, why would we? I mean, this is still really winning. Oh, no! Not like this. Oh, no! Feels Nepo, man. Alright. Pinned as a fail. Okay, next up, we got Hema. I played as white. I was up a whole half minute and had multiple maiden ones and found the only move that stalemates with my opponent having 3 seconds left. Yoink. Yoink. Wait. You stalemate? Oh my god, that's crazy. That's actually a kind of insane stalemate. I mean, yeah, who needs mating 1 if you can stalemate? That takes some skill, honestly. I feel like there were so many places where this could have gone better. This is a pretty wild stalemate. Congratulations. That's definitely a fail. I didn't even realize it's stalemate at first because, like, it's so hard to stalemate in this position, but it's really stalemate. That's wild. I would be so confused too. No, I was literally here looking for a moment. I was like, how's this? Why did the game end? Yeah, finding the stalemate was actually harder than the mate. That's true. This is like the one move that stalemates. It's kind of wild stuff. Good job. Me? Yeah, I'd probably stalemate. It's true. Which is why it's funnier. Alright. Next up, we have fail. Play as white. Top 5 Sag Title Tuesday moments. Okay. Definitely winning. Confirmed to be winning. Confirmed to be no longer winning. I don't know, man. You were barely winning. I don't think this is that bad of a fail. I know you played against Firuza. You could have, like, maybe squeezed by, like, better game, but I don't know, man. It's really not that bad of a game. We're also getting to time pressure. The second half of this game didn't play that well. Alright, next up, we got Gary Kasparov. Played as white. This one hurt. Badly. Yeah, imagine not winning against Alireza. I don't think I can pin that game as a fail. I'm sorry. White has an absolutely crushing pawn structure and is up a lot of pawns. Two passed pawns. Pushing. Just keep pushing. Just, okay. Oh my god. Man, we have so many legal moves in this position. It's so hard to play a move that loses on the spot. Oh, this is like, oh my god. I mean, this is why we're doing Fail Friday. Yeah, there are some really good ones this week. Hey, D-Day, thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome back to your 15th month. Thank you. I mean, it's definitely getting pinned. Chat votes at the very end, in case you guys have forgotten. So, whichever game you think is bad, you can vote for the one that you think is extra bad at the very end. That's the deal. That is the deal. Okay, so next up we got the 1700 strength. I played as black. Crazy endgame conversion. A flex. Wow, somebody actually submitted a flex this week. Going for the $25. Swindler. Get one sec. I mean, so far it hasn't felt like that much of a flex, but maybe we'll see. 2 people, you're right. I am not convinced this game is a flex so far. Did they really submit this game as a flex? They did. So far, I'm not seeing it. I mean, I don't know if this counts as a conversion, as much as the opponent just blundering. Like, it has to be pinned as a flex because we don't have any other games, but like, I mean, it's more like the opponent made a really big mistake, so yeah. Alright, well, it's still gonna be pinned. I'm still looking for a good move. I just see the opponent's bad moves, really, is more what I'm noticing. Anyways, okay, fail. Ahmed, I played as black. I don't know how I messed up this game so badly. I missed mates in 2 and 3 a lot of times, even though I got a brilliant move. I guess Blitz is not for me. Your birthday's tomorrow. Happy... Oh, wait, sorry, I'm really late on that. Submitted this on November 29th. Well, happy belated birthday. Okay. Very winning. You gotta realize that your queen is protected, so you can just take the rook, but... Mickey! Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Mickey, for the 50 gifted subs. I appreciate it. Thank you. Holy crap. Mickey. If you guys got a gifted sub from Mickey, please, please, please make sure you're thanking them. That's an insane amount of subs to be gifting, Mickey. Even if you didn't get a gifted sub right now, please do make sure you're thanking them as well. This is how the stream is progressively running and how I'm able to pay you out the prizes. Oh, speaking of prizes, next week we're going back to normal. So it's going to be actually $50 for worst game and $100 for best game because we skipped a week somewhere around there. So, yeah. You guys are actually going to be getting double the prizes. Thanks to our very generous donors over here. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. Katsko is eating like a king. I did mention how I bought him cans of food that are $1 each. So he is being spoiled. Well, he's going to be spoiled once his current ones run out. So I guess in like 2 weeks he's being spoiled. Speaking of my cat, where is he? I have no idea where he is. Genuinely none. Yeah, he's becoming a high-class kitty. But yeah, please make sure you're thanking Mickey because it's really insane. It's truly, truly insane. Thank you very much. Katsko. Katsko's a happy kitty. Wait, this is a fail? Hey, Mickey. Oh no. Not like this. I mean, this is so bad. Wait, how? This is a dead draw. Okay, you do draw this. At least. Whew! Because I was gonna say, if you manage to lose this, that would be really, really, really terrible. That would have actually won you Fail Friday. I don't even think this game is that bad. You're 400. I mean, it's not the best. I'm not even gonna pin this game. I actually don't think that that is that much of a fail. Yeah. Yes, if he had managed to lose that, that would have been truly impressive, but I don't think so. Okay. Play as white when he blundered so bad, so I punished him. Cool. This is a flex. We do not have that many flexes. Yup, this is a flex. A nice little 11 move checkmate. Very cute. Pinned for a flex. Okay, next up. We got Thug Assassin. You played that guy earlier? I love it. The 300 rated pool is so short, so small. Okay, Thug Assassin. Thank you so much, Kalma, for the prime as well. Welcome to the pool party. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Played as black. Well, oops, one of the worst losses I ever had against somebody 600 points lower rated. Nothing else to say about it. Okay, let's see it. I mean, you're pretty impressed. Oh. Well, first of all, there was already checkmate over here. Oh, and then you gave it to him again. And they had 1 second left on the clock. Damn. That's pretty bad. Hey, Anonymous. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. Appreciate that as well. Thank you, Anon. Oh, man. That is a hard fail. Yeah. Okay, next up. We got the Eye of the Void. The Void Eye. Played as white. This is a flex. Oh wait, I put it on the wrong one. Choo choo! Thank you so much, Mickey. Appreciate it. Imagine being a queen up and getting checkmated. Like, yeah, I guess it's a flex. I mean, okay, they got their queen trapped. I think the opening was pretty interesting. I mean, I like knight takes d5. This was good stuff. Knight takes d5, knight c7 was good. Yeah, this was a good game. None of the flexes have been particularly speaking to my soul this week, but, you know, that's to be expected. Okay, we got Avno, played as white. Flex. Was not expecting this week to be a particularly successful flex week. So we'll see what chat votes for. Yoink. Okay. I mean, it's an attack that the opponent completely ignored. An attack is an attack. Alright, next up, we got Kristamir's fail. I was totally crushing our friend Hema H in this game, but then I blundered checkmate and won. Classic. Okay, let's see. Hema gave you a free queen. Okay, it's actually not free. You can't actually take, so I take that back. But you can play knight to b1. This is actually a really good move, Hema. Did you know he can't take your queen? Was that calculated? Okay, it was calculated. That's pretty impressive then. I actually don't think this is that much of a fail by Kristamir. I think Hema actually played a really good game. Like, sure, he sacked a couple pieces, perhaps not so safely, but I think Hema actually played a great game. Next up, we got Hispanico. After a long middle game, I have a queen plus bishop versus queen, 2 minutes versus 1, I lost. He beat you in your series 5-3? Damn. Yeah, I just don't think that's that much of a fail, like, at an 800 level. I don't know. Yoink. 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 No, bro! You played so well for so long! Ugh. Not like this. That's so disappointing to see. You could have done well. You really, 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 really could have. You could have done so well. Hey, Joey! Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. If you guys are getting gifted sub today, please make sure you're thanking them. You can check whoever gave you one at the top of your Twitch. Thanks so much, guys. All the subs today. I actually don't think that's even that bad, to be fair. Like, you blundered. Alright. This is what it is. Okay, next up. We've got Furiously Fast. I do still play a little bit of WoW. I'm gonna play a little WoW probably next week. This week, I have so much poker that I gotta play. Like, I have not been playing poker, and I miss playing poker immensely, so we're gonna play a bunch of poker this weekend, but maybe next week we'll play more WoW. But yeah. Definitely been in a little bit of a need to catch up on WoW grind. Okay, furiously fast. Just some good chess. Yeah. I would have been addicted if it wasn't for the fact that I had to go to Singapore to cover the World Chess Championships. Oh, this is an actual good game. Sorry. Ooh, that is a good move. Rook F2 with a double exclam. Another double exclamation. A third. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. So if pawn takes, queen takes, and then you can checkmate. So queen a4. Pretty nice stuff. Wow. Beautiful. Alright, well that's definitely getting pinned as a flex. Bro's collecting the blue moves. Triple double exclamation mark. It's too bad he's only getting $25 for it this week. But it does also mean he has not very strong competition. So he's basically guaranteeing himself $25. It's kind of smart. Okay, rock. I played as white. Fail. I was playing a good game until I saw I could sacrifice everything for fun, but I blanked out and didn't realize the move I played was losing. After I played it, stared at the screen for a good 30 seconds, wondering why I wasn't winning. Because I was sure I was right before. Am I a move collector? I give no shits about anything. Do not want to be playing chess, which is why instead I would rather watch you guys play chess. The last thing I want to do is to have any moves played, period. Much less be collecting anything for my moves. No fucking thank you. Bam! Wait, this is a fail. No! Oh my god. Why are we like this? When you have made him one, look for better, I guess. Alright, well that's definitely a fail. Ugh. Okay, how many fails do I have? I have way too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ugh. I think I'm taking out Pranov's. Pranov's wasn't that serious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, Pranov's wasn't that bad. It was during school. Even worse. That's what you get. No, we're gonna play WoW later. I have not this weekend. Next week, probably. I need to be playing WoW, but I've been so busy. There's honestly so much shit. I don't know. It's a long story. Okay, anyways, Davidovich, Flex, I played as what? As Black. I'm back to Flex Fridays. I was busy for a while. Nice. Honestly, I don't blame you. No need. Just have fun with chess. It's not that serious. It's a freaking board game. Yoink! Oh, this was a flex. Yoink! Yeah. It's a good game. I approve. I approve. How many flexes do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, I have way too many. I'm taking out the endgame conversion. No offense. And then we're also taking out Brainless Blunderer. Okay. Next up, we've got Illustrack, Flex, Brilliant Nightsack. Wait. What? I'm so confused. Why do I have Springless Blundular underneath this. Did he submit twice? I'm so confused. Okay, anyways. Brilliant Night Sack coming in from black. By Illustrack. Bam! I love it. Knight takes G3 is indeed a really good move. And now this lovely pin blocks this queen from being able to capture. It's kind of nice. Okay, well, in that case, who do I need to remove? Oh yeah, I'm gonna take out Joff's game. Sorry, Joff Hammer. Okay, next up we got Cat Scratch. I think opponent mouse slipped at the end. I was getting destroyed by but one. I don't play any chess. Yeah, it's good. Okay, played as white, Endrit. We're gonna do flexes first. Oh, this was a fail? Haven't played my survey where I lost to hopefully win. Very funny joke. I don't think this is that much of a fail. Alright, Boy Shack! I played as white. Not everything in life always goes your way. Hey, Desert Eagle. Hello. I mean, sometimes you just lose a game, you know? Like, that's not a fail if you just lose a game. Okay, we somehow tried playing the London in an opening that looks nothing like the London. I mean, so far, so good. Opponent has a weak king. Up a horsey. Up a rook. Up another knight. Oh my gosh. Not the 1 second left into getting checkmated in one. Isn't the French word for chess the same as crazy, not the same word for failing? Jeez. Oh, this one's tough. This one's tough. Oh, does it mean fail? I thought it always meant crazy. I don't know why. Alright, well, that's definitely a fail. Let's see. Okay, Boy Shack fail. One. Oh, bishop. Well, yeah, fool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's gonna be Eric's, unfortunately. Okay, played as white. Flex. I thought it was a good finish, as I got a brilliant for second exchange and finished with a nice mate. Game by eons. And this is the last game. Yoink! Wow, that's actually like a double rook sacrifice into threatening checkmate. And there's nothing they can do about it because you're threatening to take this and this. I mean, rook takes d5 is a brilliant move for a reason. It's kind of cool. I like it. Alright, this game is getting pinned. Let's see how many flexes we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ugh, I need to remove one again. Oh, it's probably gonna be the Void Eye. Okay, we have it. So this week's flex, as you guys know, is actually only for $25, not 50. Because 50 is going to the flex fails in honor of Ding. So what we're actually gonna do is first let me lock the thread, and then after that, I'm just gonna pull up Eons, Illustrak, Davidovich, Furiously Fast, of Noah. And these are gonna be our flexes. Wait. I didn't feel like Noah's game was that much of a flex. Which other game did I want to put as a flex? I don't think it's gonna be Avnos, I'm sorry. Avno's getting kicked. Yeah. Even though the theme was chosen before the World Chess Championships, now we're really just bullying Ding. It's true. Sad for Ding. Okay, let me see. What was Dark Serenities? Oh, the opening was okay for this one. I didn't really feel like it was a flex, though. Oh, this one was good. Okay, I have it. So our very first flex is going to be submitted by 313, who somehow, miraculously, managed to checkmate his opponent in just 11 moves. So he's doing the thing where he develops his pieces, bullies the opponent's king that's in the middle of the board, kicks it into the middle of the board, and delivers a cute little checkmate on move 11 with c4 checkmate. So that's why this game is on Flex Friday. It's not every day that you see a 300 checkmating in 11 moves, you know. Pretty cute stuff. Next up, we got this game by Furiously Fast. Furiously Fast played. That is absolutely not what you would call a Scholar's Mate. No, that has nothing to do with a Scholar's Mate. But Furiously Fast played a really good game, an actual good game, and played into this Sicilian structure where he decides to sack on d5. Opponent ignores it, keeps continuing the attack, takes, but then all of a sudden he finds a really, really cool move. His very first sacrifice of the game, and he sacrifices the rook. And after queen takes f2, he sacrifices the knight. Because after pawn takes, queen takes, there's nothing that white can really do to stop checkmate, which is really cool. So after king a1, he sacrifices the knight again, moves queen into a4, double brilliant. 3 double brilliants in a row with rook f2, followed by knight c3, followed by queen to a4, threatening checkmate once again. The opponent tries to stop checkmate, but then he simply moves the knight away and takes on a3, followed by queen takes b2 with the checkmate, because there is just no way for white to stop this checkmate. So yeah, some pretty fun stuff by Furiously Fast. Next up, we got this game by Davidovich, which also is a pretty good game, and Davidovich managed to win pretty nicely, actually. He bullies his opponent in the middle game and then converts this comfortably. So, actually, sorry, let's go back a little bit. I sped through it a little too much. But even though the opponent's center looks scary, he's not afraid at all. He leaves his bishop hanging, but he's attacking the opponent's queen, so they have to take. He keeps his bishop on a very nice outpost over there. Opponent's king can't castle either way because that dark squared bishop is just too good. One of the problems that a lot of people have when they go into endgames that they're not able to win. But in this case, Davidovich has Davidovich is up the exchange, and he converts this quite nicely into a dub and checkmates his opponent with f5. So a cute little endgame checkmate. Pretty fun stuff. This next game is by Black. Who played this one? Let me see. Let's see. Not Davidovich. Oh, Reggie. I think this is a game by Reggie. So, Reggie... Oh yeah, Reggie sacrifices the knight. Most of this game was kind of like whatever, but I love knight takes g3. Knight takes g3, sacrifices the knight is a super cute move because queen takes g3, there was rook to e2, which he plays successfully, and then after rook to f2, yoink. And there's nothing that white can do to stop them from losing the queen. So yeah, pretty fun stuff coming in by Reggie. Okay, last but not least for flexes, we got this game by Eons. And Eons played a really good game as well. Don't forget this week's flexes are $25. You win $25 for best game. Eons had another really beautiful sacrifice actually. Speaking of beautiful sacrifices. So first of all, he makes sure that his opponent's dark squares are all extremely weak. And then he plays rook takes d5. Which is a double exclam. You don't see it because I don't know why, but you just don't see it. Anyways, after rook takes d5, he sacrifices 2 rooks, but he has queen to f6, threatening checkmate in 2 different ways, and there's nothing that black can do to stop checkmate. So, bam! Actually, rook queen takes this is not checkmate, but you win enough material, you get the point. So, yeah. Who deserves flex? Who deserves $25, basically? We have Brainless Blunderer. We have Furiously Fast. We have Davidovich. Is it Davidovich 93? I was too lazy to check. 96. Oops. And then this one is by Reggie. Illustrac. And then this one is by Eons. So yeah, if you guys want to vote, there's a lot of really good games in here for sure. Absolutely. But whoever wins this deserves $25. So vote accordingly. There is 25 bucks on the line over here. Yay! Oh. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quick. When I'm back, I expect all of you guys in the chat to have voted, okay? Make sure you're voting. Okay. Who won? Tell me. Anything interesting? Anything surprising? It was Fast and Furiously? Alright, well. He did win $25. Congrats. Unfortunately, it is $25, but congratulations nonetheless for a very successful Flex Friday. Blunderlust did not get my pity vote. Oh, sad. Did he not get a single vote? Aww. That is very sad. I wasn't here. I wasn't here to give him a pity vote. But seriously, thank you guys so much for participating. No, Catsko was just AFK. I don't know where Catsko went. Yeah, if only you save that game for next week, that $25 could have been $100. That's why we got these strats. We got these strats. But I do hope you guys enjoyed Flex Friday. So next up, we actually have fails. Congrats to everybody who submitted flexes. We have fails. So for fails, we have classic Boy Shack. We got Stone Person. We got Gary. We got Hema. And we got Connor. These are going to be our 5 fails. So for our very first fail, where did my water bottle go? For our very first fail of the day, we got Connor McChicken. And then, so, I mean, I don't know. He was just really winning. I don't think this game needs much commentary. He was insanely winning. He's up 2 pieces. He's up a rook and a knight. He's up another pawn. His opponent's king is getting bullied. I don't know about this king d1 move, but whatever. It's totally fine. He swaps up some pieces. He's going into this endgame where he's up material. His opponent is literally left with just a knight and a queen against 2 rooks, a knight, and a bishop, and a queen. And what happens? Well, first of all, Connor manages to sacrifice a whole bunch of pieces for no particular reason. And then secondly, he manages to get himself checkmated in the only way possible, by moving his king towards his opponent's pieces. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is maybe why we don't do that. Maybe we just don't do that. You know? Okay, next up, we got this game by Skrillosaurus Rex, also known as Hema. Let's just not talk about it, honestly. We're not worried about how many missed mates. Bro was up a knight, bishop, and 2 rooks. I have no words for that. Skrillosaurus Rex was also playing relatively well. He was honestly quite winning in this game. Managed to win the extra rook. Has basically an extra queen now. Is moves away. 1 move away from checkmating the opponent's king. And what does he do? Stalemate! The only move possible to stalemate. And he manages to find it. The only move. And he does it. He finds the move. It's really impressive, honestly. I'm just pretty impressed. Pretty impressed. Okay, I know, right? Intuitive it is to take the bishop, but alas, when you see checkmate in 1, you should not be looking for better. Okay, next up, we got this game by Gary Kasparov. Once again, Gary Kasparov. You might sense a trend with these flexes. People are usually winning, and then they don't. I hear something. Is that my cat? Is my cat finally gonna come say hi? No, he's not. It was not my cat. But, yeah, also, this was that. This is exactly that. Gary's so winning. He's up a bishop. He's about to promote into another queen. He's still got a little time. But no, he blunders mate in 1, effectively. I mean, it's really just mate in 1. He basically just gets back ranked. Alright, next up we got this game by Stone Person. And Stone Person is up a night really early on in the game. This is also a rapid game. A 10-minute game. So, you know fails go harder in 10-minute games. But not only that, he finds actually a brilliant move. Rook to h8. Sacrificing his rook. And then after king takes h8, queen to h5. He's got mate in 1. But you know what he doesn't play? He does not play mate in 1. And instead plays queen takes g7. And all of a sudden he's completely lost because his attack has fizzled out. He is down 2 rooks effectively. And his king's in the middle of the board. And he has to resign. When you find mate in 1, guys, don't look for better. Just play mate in 1. This was also a rapid game. And he had 3 minutes left. And he's 1937. So that's why this game is on Fail Friday. Last but not least, we have the classic Boy Shack fail. And Boy Shack fails are what happens when you suspect them of throwing for Fail Friday prizes. And then at some point you just realize that they are truly capable of doing this. Because ain't no way he can even come up with how to rig this. So this is a bullet game. He's completely winning. He has all the pieces in the world. His opponent gives him a free queen. And what does he do? He rejects it and gets checkmated in 1. So, yeah. Also, once again, a 1900. He had 1 second left. He had 2 seconds left, which is actually, I think, enough to take this and then deliver checkmate in 1. However you want to do it. The next, like, it's a bullet game, right? Like he's a bullet player. Well, he had 2 seconds here. In the 2 seconds of looking at this position, he decided to spend a second on playing king h1 instead of just taking it. Like, he literally had the king in his mouse to be able to play king h1, and instead of taking the queen, he went king h1. Yeah. I don't know, man. The fact that he played king h1 with the king in his hand is pretty crazy, though. I think that's honestly the funnier part. Like, he literally picked it up and then played it on h1. So, anyways, who deserves $50 this week? We got Connor McChicken, Skrillosaurus Rex, Gary Kaspivarov, Stone Person, 56, and Boy Shack. Yeah. Well, oh yeah, you're also playing on mobile, which is funnier. The names are great, honestly. The names are really good. So yeah. I mean, mouse movement does contribute so much to online chess, but he's also not playing with a mouse, apparently. He's also playing with, yeah. Alright, make sure you guys are voting for whoever you think deserves the worst game of the week. $50 now for the flex. Sorry, for the fail. So, it's a lot of really fun stuff. Yeah, why would you play Bullet on a phone? Also, a really good question. There's a lot of really good questions here. These are all a flex of how hard you can fail. There's a lot of really bad fails in here. There's a lot. I'm gonna go get myself some more coffee for the poker that we're gonna play after. So, I will be right back. Alright, how is it looking? Oh, I hear cats go. cute little kitty cat. Sorry, buddy. He ain't happy about that. Now I feel bad for picking him up. Up. Good boy. He's the cutest. World does need more cats. It is true. Look at how cute he is. Alright, bye. Oh, he looks so mad. He's gonna bite my toe. Oh no, he licked my toe instead. Sometimes he lets his intrusive thoughts win and he just bites it instead. He does. I mean, I know he loves me, but also at the same time, I think he gets a little bored when I stream. He wants attention. Right now, he's honestly okay. I did not know that. Hello there. He loves my parents. Absolutely. He's a big fan of my parents. He's like not fully awake yet. I'm trying to get him to play. But he doesn't love this. He's not excited about this toy. I mean, this random string I found. Alright, whatever, buddy. He probably is, but I really wanted to pick him up. No, he's a cutie patootie. He came to say hi for a brief moment, and now he's not even saying hi. Exactly, uncultured. Alright, well, congratulations, Skrillosaurus Rex, for the 18 votes. Hema, you have won. Congratulations. A very nice little $50 wrap-up for this week. Congrats, congrats. Fail Friday, a casual dub is always good. Don't forget, next week we are going to have double prizes, but they're going to go back to normal. So it's going to be $100 for flex and $50 for fails. So yeah. Exactly, Mickey. Exactly. This week's fails, honestly, I hope made Ding feel a little bit... Oh. You can see him slinking off in the background. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed all the games. It's always a good time. Is Ding watching? I hope not. I actually hope not. I would feel so bad if Ding was watching. Also, if you feel bad about the games that you have been playing and are like, man, my chess sucks. Don't forget, something else that you can do is check out G2A, where they're doing their Christmas sale, and in all of the games that they're offering for their Christmas sale, guess what you can't fail at? Well, actually, that's probably not true. I'm sure somebody would find a way to fail at Farming Simulator, but like, it's pretty hard to fail at Farming Simulator. So if you want to check out any video games for sale this holiday season that are not League of Legends or chess or hardcore World of Warcraft, you can check out G2A for their Christmas sale. There are massive discounts on it. And unfortunately, they're not going to have regional prices maybe, but they're still going to be on insane sales. So yeah, you can't fail to get a good deal on G2A. And there's also stuff for like Xbox and Microsoft Windows if they want it. Do they have Path of Exile? Let me see. Path of Exile. They do! They have Path of Exile. I don't know what all these supporter packs are, so I can't really tell you about it, but looks like they have some stuff. If you want to check it out, some pretty cool discounts going on there. So yeah, check G2A out as well. Anyways, that should be a fun time. So, yay! But we are also going to be... That's probably your next game. Nice. We are going to be doing a little bit of poker. Bum, 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 bum. Which actually reminds me, goodbye YouTube. And then